Good morning, beautiful souls. I want to invite you to take a moment, breathe deeply, and fill yourself with the energy of joy. Each day is a new beginning, a fresh canvas for you to paint the life you desire. When we choose to start our day with joy, we set the tone for a life filled with love, peace, and abundance. Today, let's explore 6 simple yet powerful steps to start your day with joy, creating a life that reflects your true essence. When we wake up each morning, we are given the precious gift of a new beginning. No matter what happened the day before, today holds within it limitless potential. Each sunrise brings a fresh opportunity to shift our thoughts, renew our intentions, and cultivate joy. It's important to recognize that how we start our day plays a crucial role in shaping the rest of it. That's why it's so powerful to begin by affirming the beauty of today. When I say affirm the beauty of today, I am inviting you to consciously and deliberately set the tone for your day through your thoughts and words. The way you begin your morning has a ripple effect on the experiences and interactions you will have as the hours unfold. This simple act of affirmation can help you move from a place of resistance or stress into a space of openness, peace, and gratitude. When you wake up, before your mind rushes to your to-do list or the challenges ahead, pause. Take a deep breath, feel the air filling your lungs, and acknowledge that in this very moment, you are alive. That alone is a miracle. Our lives are a series of moments, and the present moment is where we hold the most power. When you affirm that today is beautiful, you align yourself with that truth. You open your heart and mind to seeing the world through a lens of positivity, love, and possibility. Perhaps you've woken up to gray skies or a situation in your life that feels overwhelming. Even in these moments, it's important to affirm the beauty of today. This doesn't mean ignoring or denying challenges or difficult emotions. Rather, it means choosing to focus on the good that exists alongside them. Every day holds something beautiful, whether it's the sound of birds outside your window, the warmth of your favorite cup of tea, or the kindness of a stranger. When you affirm the beauty of today, you shift your awareness towards noticing and appreciating these blessings, no matter how small. The truth is, life responds to the energy we put out into the world. If we begin our day by affirming that it will be stressful or difficult, we often find ourselves attracting situations and interactions that align with that belief. On the other hand, when we affirm that today is beautiful and that we are open to experiencing joy, the universe mirrors that back to us. We begin to encounter more moments of peace, grace, and even serendipity. It's as though the world begins to dance with us, co-creating a day filled with the very beauty we affirmed. Affirmations are not just empty words, they are declarations of our intentions and beliefs. They send out a powerful signal to the universe about what we expect and are willing to receive. When we say today is a beautiful day, we are claiming the joy, peace, and goodness that exist within it. We are making a choice to focus on the positive aspects of our lives rather than getting caught up in negativity, worry, or fear. This doesn't mean we ignore difficulties, but rather that we approach them from a higher perspective, trusting that we have the strength and resilience to navigate them. It's also important to recognize that beauty isn't limited to external experiences. When we affirm the beauty of today, we are also affirming the beauty within ourselves. Every thought, every breath, and every action we take contributes to the richness of our day. You are a beautiful being capable of experiencing and creating beauty in every moment. When you begin your day with this understanding, you naturally extend more kindness, compassion, and love towards yourself and others. This shift in energy not only uplifts you, but also impacts the people around you in profound ways. Sometimes we get caught in the belief that we need something extraordinary to happen for our day to be beautiful. We might think we need to accomplish something great, receive praise, or have everything go according to plan. But the truth is, beauty is not something we have to earn or achieve. It's already here, waiting for us to recognize it. The simplest things, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter, the feeling of being present in your body can be sources of immense beauty when we allow ourselves to be fully present and appreciative. Even on the days when things don't go as planned, when challenges arise or emotions feel heavy, we can still affirm the beauty of the day. In fact, it's during these times that affirmations become even more powerful. They remind us that no matter what is happening externally, we always have the choice to cultivate inner peace and joy. We can find beauty in the resilience we show, the love we give, and the lessons we learn. Each day, no matter how difficult, carries within it the potential for growth and transformation. So as you move through your morning, take time to consciously affirm the beauty of today. Whether you say it out loud or silently in your mind, let those words sink deeply into your heart. Notice how this simple practice shifts your perspective and energy. Notice how you begin to see more beauty in the world around you, in yourself, and in the people you encounter. Remember, today is a gift. It is unique and precious, and it holds within it countless opportunities for joy, love, and connection. By affirming its beauty, you invite more of those experiences into your life. You become a co-creator of your day, shaping it with intention and love. As you walk through this day, carry with you the knowing that beauty is always present. You are deserving of a day filled with peace, joy, and wonder. Let today be the day you fully embrace the beauty of life, beginning with this very moment. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices we can invite into our lives. It's a powerful force that shifts our perspective and elevates our entire experience of life. When we embrace gratitude, we are not simply acknowledging the good things we have, we are aligning ourselves with a higher frequency of love, abundance, and peace. By focusing on what we are grateful for, we open our hearts to even more blessings and joy. Gratitude becomes a gateway to a life filled with richness, no matter the circumstances we face. Each day is a fresh opportunity to embrace gratitude, and it doesn't require grand gestures or monumental changes. It's about taking a moment to pause, reflect, and appreciate what we have in this very moment. Even in the midst of challenges or difficult times, there is always something to be grateful for. The key is to shift our focus from what is lacking to what is present, from what we perceive as wrong to what is right in our world. Gratitude invites us to be fully present. When we take the time to recognize the things we are thankful for, we are brought into the now, the only place where true happiness and peace exist. It might be easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of daily life, our to-do lists, our responsibilities, our worries about the future, but gratitude helps us slow down. It reminds us to notice the beauty in the small moments, the joy in the everyday, and the blessings that we might otherwise overlook. Consider the simple act of waking up in the morning. The first breath we take, the warmth of the blankets, the sound of the birds outside, all of these are gifts. When we start our day with gratitude, we set the tone for how we will experience the rest of it. It becomes a practice of appreciating what is, rather than focusing on what is missing or what might go wrong. By embracing gratitude, we open our eyes to the beauty and abundance that already surround us. Gratitude is not about waiting for the big, perfect moments to arrive before we feel thankful. It's about finding gratitude in the imperfections, the lessons, and even the struggles. Life is not always easy, and we all face difficulties, but gratitude allows us to see these challenges from a different perspective. It helps us understand that every experience, no matter how difficult, carries with it the potential for growth and transformation. When we can be grateful even in the midst of hardship, we tap into an inner strength and resilience that empowers us to move forward with grace. One of the most beautiful aspects of gratitude is that it multiplies. The more we practice it, the more reasons we find to be grateful. It's as if we are telling the universe, I am open to receiving more goodness in my life, and the universe responds in kind. When we focus on the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small, we attract even more positivity and abundance. This is not about ignoring life's challenges, but about choosing to see the blessings that coexist with them. Gratitude also has a profound impact on our relationships. When we express gratitude for the people in our lives, we strengthen our connection with them. Whether it's a friend, family member, partner, or even a stranger who offers a smile, expressing thanks deepens our bonds and fosters more love and compassion. Taking the time to say thank you, or to acknowledge the contributions of others, brings more joy into our relationships, making them more fulfilling and meaningful. And let's not forget the importance of expressing gratitude to ourselves. So often we are quick to criticize ourselves or focus on our perceived shortcomings. But how often do we stop and thank ourselves for the effort we put in, the love we give, or the progress we've made? Embracing gratitude also means practicing self-compassion and acknowledging that we are doing the best we can. By recognizing our own worth and contributions, we nurture a deeper sense of self-love and inner peace. There is a certain magic in writing down what we are grateful for. Keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down a few things you are thankful for each day, can transform your outlook over time. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just a few sentences about what brought you joy, what you appreciated, or even a challenge that taught you something valuable. As you revisit these entries, you'll start to notice patterns of positivity and growth in your life, reminding you of just how much there is to be grateful for. Gratitude is also a practice that transcends difficult circumstances. Even in times of loss, grief, or uncertainty, we can find things to be thankful for. Perhaps it's the support of a loved one, a lesson learned, or the strength we discover within ourselves. Embracing gratitude in difficult times doesn't mean we are denying our pain or struggles. Rather, it means we are choosing to hold space for the blessings that exist alongside them. Gratitude doesn't eliminate the hardships, but it softens their impact by reminding us of the good that remains. One of the most profound shifts that happens when we embrace gratitude is that we move from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Instead of seeing life as something we must fight against or control, we begin to see it as a gift, something that is unfolding for our highest good. Gratitude opens our hearts and minds to the idea that we are already abundant, that love, joy, peace, and prosperity are all available to us when we align with that energy. At its core, embracing gratitude is about choosing love over fear. It's about trusting that life is always working in our favor, even when we can't see it clearly. When we live from a place of gratitude, we invite more love, peace, and joy into our lives, and we become more attuned to the blessings that surround us. It's a practice that has the power to transform not only our daily experience, but our entire outlook on life. As you move through your day, take time to pause and reflect on the things you are grateful for. Notice how it feels in your heart and in your body when you embrace gratitude. Let it be a guiding force that brings you peace, joy, and a deeper connection to the beauty of life. Gratitude, when embraced fully, is a profound and life-changing practice that can lead you to a greater sense of fulfillment and happiness. One of the most impactful and transformative practices we can cultivate is the habit of speaking loving words to ourselves. Many of us go through life being our harshest critics, quick to judge our actions, flaws, and mistakes. We often speak to ourselves in ways we would never speak to a friend or loved one. But what if we shifted that narrative? What if we began to speak to ourselves with the same kindness, compassion, and love that we extend to others? The practice of speaking loving words to yourself can transform your relationship with yourself and ultimately your entire life. Every word we speak to ourselves carries energy, and that energy shapes how we feel, how we perceive the world, and how we respond to life's challenges. When we constantly criticize ourselves, telling ourselves we're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough, we reinforce those negative beliefs. Our thoughts become our reality. On the other hand, when we speak kindly to ourselves, we begin to nurture a positive inner dialogue that builds self-worth, confidence, and resilience. The words we choose to say to ourselves create the foundation for how we see ourselves and what we believe we deserve. Imagine starting your day by looking in the mirror and saying, "I love and approve of myself just as I am." How often do we give ourselves that kind of validation? For many, the mirror might be a place where we notice imperfections or focus on what we don't like about ourselves. But by speaking loving words, we can reframe that experience. We can use the mirror as a tool to connect with our inner self, to affirm our worth, and to remind ourselves that we are deserving of love and kindness. Speaking loving words to yourself is not about ignoring areas where you want to grow or improve. Rather, it's about supporting yourself with compassion along the way. Growth doesn't come from self-punishment or judgment. It comes from encouragement, patience, and self-compassion. When we approach ourselves with love, we create an environment where positive change and growth can flourish. Loving words act as the water and sunlight that allow our inner seeds of potential to grow. One of the most important aspects of speaking loving words to yourself is becoming aware of the internal dialogue that often runs on autopilot. Many of us are so used to criticizing ourselves that we don't even realize we're doing it. We might say things like, "I'm so stupid," or "I always mess things up," without a second thought. These seemingly small negative statements can have a profound impact on our self-esteem over time. The first step in speaking loving words to yourself is to become conscious of the words and phrases you use. Notice how you talk to yourself when you make a mistake, when you're feeling stressed, or when you're facing a challenge. Awareness is the key to changing this inner dialogue. Once you become aware of the negative self-talk, you can begin to gently replace it with loving, supportive words. Instead of saying, "I can't do anything right," try saying, "I am learning and growing every day, and I trust myself to improve." Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself, "I am enough, just as I am, and I'm deserving of love and kindness." These shifts in language might seem subtle, but they create a significant change in how you feel about yourself. Over time, speaking loving words will become your default way of interacting with yourself. Affirmations are a powerful way to cultivate this practice. By regularly repeating positive, loving statements, you begin to reprogram your mind to focus on your strengths and worth rather than your perceived shortcomings. Some affirmations you can try include, "I am worthy of love and respect. I trust in my abilities. I am proud of who I am becoming, or I am becoming, or I am deserving of happiness and success." These affirmations can be said in the morning, throughout the day, or whenever you notice negative self-talk creeping in. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious mind. It's important to remember that speaking loving words to yourself is not about being perfect or feeling great all the time. We all have moments of doubt, frustration, or insecurity. In those moments, speaking kindly to yourself is even more critical. When you're feeling low or struggling, that's when you need your own love the most. Instead of piling on more negativity, allow yourself to be your own source of comfort. Tell yourself it's okay to feel this way. I am here for myself and I will get through this. Just as you would console a dear friend, be gentle and compassionate with yourself. Over time, as you practice speaking loving words to yourself, you'll notice a shift in how you feel about yourself. Your confidence will grow, your inner critic will quiet, and you'll begin to feel a deeper sense of self-acceptance. You'll also notice that you're more resilient in the face of challenges because you have a supportive, loving inner voice to rely on. When we love ourselves, we become stronger and more capable of navigating life's ups and downs. This practice also extends beyond just how we talk to ourselves internally. When we speak kindly to ourselves, we naturally extend that kindness to others. Our relationships improve because we're no longer seeking validation or approval from others to feel good about ourselves. We're able to give love freely because we're already giving it to ourselves. Speaking loving words to yourself creates a ripple effect that influences not only your relationship with yourself, but your relationships with everyone around you. One of the most beautiful outcomes of speaking lovingly to yourself is that it creates a foundation of self-love that supports you in every area of your life. When you truly love and accept yourself, you become more confident in pursuing your dreams, standing up for yourself, and making choices that align with your highest good. You no longer settle for less than you deserve because you know your worth. In moments of doubt, frustration, or insecurity, remember that you are deserving of your own love and support. Speak to yourself with the kindness and encouragement you would offer to a loved one. As you practice this, you'll discover that your inner world becomes a place of peace, love, and strength, a sanctuary you can always return to, no matter what life brings your way. And as you nurture yourself with loving words, you will find that you naturally radiate more love, compassion, and joy in all aspects of your life. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools we possess for creating the life we desire. It is the practice of seeing in our mind's eye the outcomes we wish to experience, the emotions we want to feel, and the type of life we are ready to manifest. When you visualize your joyful day, you are setting an intention for how you want your day to unfold. You are aligning your thoughts, energy, and emotions with the positive experiences you want to create. Visualization helps you step into a mindset where joy is not something to be found outside of yourself, but something you can cultivate from within and carry into every moment. Each morning, before you begin the activities of your day, take a few moments to sit quietly and envision your day unfolding with joy, ease, and peace. Close your eyes and allow yourself to imagine what a joyful day looks and feels like. Picture yourself moving through the day with a sense of calm, confidence, and lightness. See yourself smiling, feeling good, and handling any challenges with grace and ease. When you visualize your joyful day, you are mentally rehearsing success, happiness, and positivity. This simple practice can make a profound difference in how your day actually plays out. The key to effective visualization is not just seeing the images in your mind, but also connecting with the emotions behind them. As you visualize your joyful day, feel the emotions of happiness, peace, and contentment as if they are already happening. What does it feel like to have a joyful day? Perhaps it feels light, effortless, and full of gratitude. Maybe it feels exciting, energizing, and full of possibilities. The more vividly you can feel these emotions during your visualization, the more powerful the practice becomes. By aligning your emotions with your vision, you are signaling to the universe and your subconscious mind that this is the reality you are creating. One of the beautiful aspects of visualization is that it allows you to mentally create a blueprint for how you want your day to go. You might envision yourself having a productive day at work, communicating clearly and kindly with others, or feeling at peace in moments of stillness. You can visualize positive interactions with people, solutions to potential challenges, and moments of unexpected joy. This mental rehearsal prepares you to move through your day with a sense of readiness and optimism. When challenges arise, as they inevitably do, you are more likely to respond with grace because you've already visualized yourself handling them from a place of calm and confidence. The practice of visualizing your joyful day also gives you a sense of control over your experience. While we can't always control external circumstances, we can choose how we respond to them. Visualization helps you create a mindset where you approach the day with intention rather than simply reacting to whatever happens. It empowers you to focus on what you want to create rather than getting caught up in worries or distractions. By visualizing the outcome you desire, you are setting a clear intention for how you want to feel and what you want to experience, and this intention helps guide your actions and choices throughout the day. Incorporating gratitude into your visualization can amplify its effects. As you picture your joyful day, express gratitude for the experiences you are visualizing even before they happen. Gratitude opens your heart and raises your vibration, making it easier to attract the positive experiences you are envisioning. For example, if you're visualizing a successful meeting at work, you might say, "I am so grateful for the clarity and confidence I feel during this meeting." If you're picturing a peaceful moment at the end of the day, you might say, "I am thankful for the calm and relaxation that fills my evening." By infusing gratitude into your visualization, you reinforce the belief that these experiences are already on their way to you. Visualization also helps to shift your focus from what you don't want to what you do want. Often we go through our days worrying about potential problems or focusing on things that didn't go well. This can create a cycle of negativity where we unconsciously attract more of what we don't want. By visualizing your joyful day, you are consciously choosing to focus on the positive. You are training your mind to seek out joy, peace, and success, and in doing so, you are more likely to notice and attract those experiences. This shift in focus can transform not only your day, but your overall mindset. Another benefit of visualizing your joyful day is that it helps reduce stress and anxiety. When we are caught up in worrying about the future or replaying past events, our minds can become clouded with fear and doubt. Visualization, however, brings us back to the present moment and reminds us of the power we have to shape our experience. As you visualize your joyful day, you are practicing mindfulness by bringing your attention to the here and now, focusing on the emotions and outcomes you wish to create. This practice helps quiet the noise of anxiety and brings a sense of peace and calm to your mind. Even if your day doesn't unfold exactly as you envisioned, the act of visualizing a joyful day still has profound benefits. Visualization shifts your energy, which affects how you perceive and interact with the world. You may find that you are more patient, more open to opportunities, and more resilient in the face of challenges. Your joyful visualization acts as an anchor, helping you return to a place of calm and positivity even when things don't go as planned. It's not about creating a perfect day, it's about setting the intention to find joy in the present moment, no matter what the day brings. Visualization is a skill that improves with practice. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes to envision your day unfolding with joy and positivity. Over time, you'll notice that you begin to carry this sense of joy and intention into your everyday life without even needing to consciously visualize it. It becomes a way of being a natural state of mind where you approach each day with an expectation of joy and a belief in your ability to create it. To begin this practice, set aside just a few minutes each morning. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Let go of any tension or stress and bring your focus to the present moment. Then begin to visualize your day. See yourself moving through each part of your day with ease, joy, and confidence. Feel the emotions that come with experiencing a joyful day: happiness, peace, contentment, and gratitude. Allow yourself to fully immerse in this vision and know that you are creating the foundation for a joyful, positive day. As you go about your day, hold on to the feeling of joy you cultivated during your visualization. Let it guide your interactions, your decisions, and your mindset. And remember, even if things don't go perfectly, you always have the power to return to that place of joy within yourself. Visualization is a tool you can use at any moment to realign with your intentions and create a life that reflects your highest vision of joy and fulfillment. One of the most profound gifts we can give ourselves is the practice of being fully present. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions, worries about the future, or regrets about the past. Our minds are often racing, jumping from thought to thought, constantly occupied with what needs to be done or what has already happened. But the real magic of life unfolds in the present moment, and when we practice presence, we align ourselves with the here, now, the only place where peace, joy, and true fulfillment exist. Practicing presence means bringing your full attention to whatever you are doing in the moment. It means engaging with your surroundings, your body, your thoughts, and your feelings in a way that is conscious and intentional. Often we go through the motions of life on autopilot, missing out on the richness of our experiences because our minds are elsewhere. By practicing presence, we learn to slow down and truly savor each moment, no matter how ordinary it may seem. This simple shift in awareness can transform the way we experience life, making each moment feel more meaningful and alive. One of the most effective ways to practice presence is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. It's about being fully aware of what is happening in the present moment without getting lost in the noise of the mind. When you practice mindfulness, you are training yourself to stay rooted in the now, rather than being pulled into the past or future. This can be as simple as paying attention to your breath, noticing the sensations in your body, or focusing on the sounds and sights around you. A great way to start practicing presence is to bring your attention to your breath. The breath is always with us, and it is a powerful anchor to the present moment. When you find your mind wandering, take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. Notice how it feels to breathe, how your chest rises and falls, how the air feels as it enters your nostrils, and the slight pause between each breath. By focusing on your breath, you gently guide your awareness back to the present moment, grounding yourself in the here and now. Another way to cultivate presence is by paying attention to your senses. Throughout the day, make a conscious effort to notice the sounds, sights, smells, and textures around you. When you're eating, for example, instead of rushing through your meal or thinking about what's next, slow down and really taste your food. Notice the flavors, the textures, and the act of chewing. When you're walking, pay attention to the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the movement of your body, and the rhythm of your steps. These simple acts of mindfulness bring you back to the present and allow you to experience life more fully. Practicing presence also means being fully engaged in your interactions with others. How often are we talking to someone but only half listening, our minds drifting off to other thoughts? When we practice presence in our relationships, we make an effort to listen deeply and respond from a place of true connection. This creates stronger, more meaningful relationships because the other person feels heard and valued. Being present in conversations also helps us respond with greater empathy and understanding rather than reacting based on assumptions or distractions. One of the challenges of practicing presence is that our minds are naturally inclined to wander. It's common to find yourself thinking about the past or worrying about the future, even when you're trying to focus on the present moment. This is where compassion comes in. When you notice that your mind has wandered, instead of criticizing yourself or getting frustrated, gently bring your attention back to the present. Remind yourself that it's okay for your mind to wander, and that the practice of presence is not about perfection but about awareness. Each time you bring your focus back to the present moment, you strengthen your ability to stay present for longer periods of time. Presence is also about embracing the fullness of each moment, even when it's uncomfortable or challenging. It's easy to be present when things are going well, but the real practice comes when we face difficulties. In moments of stress, anxiety, or discomfort, practicing presence means allowing yourself to fully experience your emotions without trying to escape or numb them. Instead of resisting or avoiding difficult feelings, you observe them with curiosity and compassion. By staying present with your emotions, you create space for healing and growth. Over time, this practice helps you build resilience and inner strength as you learn to trust that you can handle whatever arises in the present moment. One of the most powerful effects of practicing presence is that it helps you let go of the constant striving and yearning for something else. When we are always focused on the future, thinking about what's next or what we need to achieve, we often miss the beauty of what is right in front of us. Presence teaches us that joy, peace, and fulfillment are not things we need to chase. They are available to us right now in this very moment. By practicing presence, we learn to find contentment in the simple act of being rather than constantly seeking it in external circumstances. Presence also invites us to let go of the past. Many of us carry around regrets, resentments, or old wounds that keep us stuck in the past. Practicing presence helps us release these attachments by bringing our focus to the now. When we are fully present, the past loses its grip on us, and we are free to create new experiences and new ways of being. Presence reminds us that the past is over, and that the present moment is where our power lies. Each moment offers us a fresh opportunity to start again, to choose love over fear, and to align ourselves with our highest potential. As you practice presence, you'll begin to notice subtle yet profound shifts in your life. You may find that you are less reactive, more patient, and more at peace with yourself and others. You'll discover a deeper sense of joy and fulfillment in the ordinary moments of life, whether it's enjoying a cup of tea, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, or simply sitting in silence. The practice of presence brings a sense of calm and clarity that permeates every aspect of your life. To cultivate presence in your daily life, start with small, simple practices. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit in stillness and focus on your breath. Throughout the day, remind yourself to come back to the present moment by noticing some of your surroundings or tuning into your senses. Practice being fully present in your conversations, giving your full attention to the person in front of you. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself. The practice of presence is a lifelong journey, and each moment offers an opportunity to begin again. By practicing presence, you reconnect with the essence of who you are, being of peace, joy, and love. Presence allows you to experience life in its fullness, to appreciate the beauty of the now, and to find true contentment within yourself. Each moment you choose presence, you are creating a life that is rich, meaningful, and aligned with your highest self. Letting go and trusting the flow of life is one of the most liberating practices we can embrace. So often we find ourselves holding tightly to things, whether they are people, outcomes, expectations, or past experiences. We cling out of fear of losing control, fear of uncertainty, fear of being hurt, or fear that things won't work out the way we hope. Yet in our effort to control everything, we often create more tension, more stress, and more resistance. To release and trust is to surrender to the natural flow of life, to understand that there is a higher wisdom guiding us, and to know that when we let go, we open ourselves to receiving more than we could have ever imagined. Releasing is not about giving up or walking away from our dreams. It's about relinquishing the need to control every detail and outcome. When we release, we free ourselves from the burden of having to make everything happen in a specific way or at a specific time. We trust that there is a divine order, a greater plan at work, and that life unfolds exactly as it's meant to. This doesn't mean we sit back passively and do nothing. It means we do our part, but we don't force or manipulate situations. We act from a place of intention and trust that the universe will take care of the rest. Trusting the process of life requires faith in yourself, faith in the universe, and faith in the unknown. It's about understanding that there are some things beyond your control, and accepting that uncertainty is a natural part of life. When we release and trust, we open ourselves to the possibility that there is something greater at work, even when we can't see it. Sometimes life's twists and turns lead us to places we never expected, but those detours often carry the most profound lessons and gifts. By letting go of rigid expectations, we allow life to surprise us in beautiful and unexpected ways. One of the most challenging aspects of releasing is letting go of the past. Many of us carry the weight of old wounds, resentments, or regrets. We replay past mistakes or cling to relationships that no longer serve us. But holding on to the past keeps us stuck, preventing us from moving forward and fully embracing the present moment. Releasing the past means forgiving yourself and others, letting go of the need for things to have been different, and trusting that everything happened as it was meant to for your growth and evolution. When we release the past, we free ourselves to create a new future. Another area where releasing is essential is in our attachment to outcomes. We often have specific ideas of how we want things to turn out, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a personal goal. We put so much pressure on ourselves and the situation to achieve a certain result that we miss out on the journey itself. When we release our attachment to outcomes, we create space for life to unfold in its own perfect way. Sometimes what we think we want is limited compared to what the universe has in store for us. By letting go of rigid expectations, we allow for even greater possibilities to emerge. Trusting the timing of life is another important aspect of release. So often we want things to happen on our schedule. We get frustrated when things take longer than we expected, or when life seems to be moving too slowly. But trust requires patience. It requires us to believe that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even if it doesn't align with our personal timeline. When we trust the timing of life, we stop resisting and start flowing. We understand that delays are not denials, but rather opportunities for deeper preparation or for something even better to come along. Releasing control also means trusting yourself. It means knowing that you have the inner strength, wisdom, and resilience to handle whatever comes your way. When we try to control everything, we are often acting from a place of fear that we aren't enough, fear that we won't be able to cope, or fear that things won't go our way. But when we trust ourselves, we remember that we are capable, resourceful, and supported by the universe. We know that no matter what happens, we will be okay. Trusting yourself is about believing in your own ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and courage. The practice of releasing and trusting also involves surrendering to the present moment. So much of our suffering comes from resisting what is, whether we're wishing things were different, worrying about the future, or regretting the past. But when we surrender to the present, we find peace. We stop fighting against reality and instead accept it for what it is. This doesn't mean we stop striving for improvement or change, but we do so from a place of acceptance rather than resistance. By being fully present, we open ourselves to the gifts of the moment and trust that we are exactly where we need to be. One of the most powerful aspects of releasing is that it opens us to receive. When we are constantly trying to control everything, we are often blocking the flow of energy, opportunities, and blessings into our lives. We are so focused on holding on to what we think we want that we miss out on what is trying to come to us. Releasing creates space for the new to enter. It allows us to receive in ways we may not have anticipated or even known were possible. When we release, we align ourselves with the flow of the universe, and we open ourselves to greater abundance, love, and joy. It's important to recognize that releasing and trusting is a practice. It's not something that happens overnight or that you master once and for all. It's a daily choice to let go of fear, to trust in the process, and to surrender control. Some days it will feel easier than others, and that's okay. What matters is your commitment to returning to trust each time you find yourself holding on too tightly or getting caught up in fear. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to release and trust, and the more you will see how life begins to flow with greater ease and harmony. One way to support this practice is through affirmations. You might say to yourself, I release the need to control and trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing, or I let go of fear and trust that the universe is guiding me toward my highest good. These affirmations help to reprogram your mind and remind you of your inner power to trust and let go. Ultimately, releasing and trusting is about cultivating a deep sense of faith in yourself, in the universe, and in the unknown. It's about knowing that you are supported, that life is on your side, and that everything is happening for your highest good, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. As you practice releasing and trusting, you'll find a newfound sense of peace, freedom, and joy. You'll realize that you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that you are always being guided toward the experiences, opportunities, and people that are meant for you.